up on today's episode of Technoid, the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 rumors are already starting up, and since why the hell not just jump on the bandwagon before everything starts going all over the place, let's talk about the first rendered image and I'll explain to you why I kind of don't believe it, but I can kind of see some things starting to shape out. Also on today's episode, Ming-Chi Kuo has come out about the Apple car and says that Apple will delay the car possibly for another couple of years, at least going into 2028, so you're gonna probably be waiting a while for that car. And lastly, it looks like Xiaomi will be joining Samsung in dropping chargers in the box, and I got a real joke about that. All of that on today's episode, so stay tuned. Yo, what's happening everybody? Michael here, welcome back to Technoid. Hope you all are doing well. I'm still gonna keep the Christmas holiday stuff up till Friday. That's when we debuted the brand new look of the show. New flow, new everything. Still cannot wait to drop that new show. I am so excited. Welcome back everyone. Hope you all are doing well. I hope you all are staying safe. Now quickly before the video starts, on Thursday I have a very special video coming out. I won't give away what it is, but you're gonna have to watch and wait for the upload on Thursday. It'll be out at 12 in the afternoon, so mark your time slots because at 12 p.m. I have a very special video coming out, and I really hope you guys can watch it. But anyway, guys, if you liked the video today, make sure you hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. Helps circulate my videos. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you do not miss when I upload, and follow me on Twitter at Technoid12. All that out of the way, let's get it going. So story number one, the main story, let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. Now, as you know, this is just a rumor. This is not a confirmed leak. This is just the beginning of what's to come. I usually like to keep track because even though I know these are early stages of these rumors, this is what starts the hype. This is what starts everything. And this is what kind of starts the downward fall of everything we should expect. Now, I personally shouldn't be covering this story, but I wanted to. Because according to Jizz China, whatever the name of the website, it looks like we have a brand new render of the Z Fold 3, at least one of the few renders out there. While I don't necessarily think this is a real render, I want to hold it with a grain of salt because eventually this could be looked upon later on and then the real renders from Voice and OnLeaks will come out. So basically, they're saying that the new Z Fold 3 will be introducing a brand new type of foldable technique, where it will have a three-part system. Where mostly it has two open and fold, this one will have three pieces, similar to like a rollable kind of foldable. However, taking a look at the rumors, the camera lens at the bottom has been moved to the center of the back of the phone. The front screen is a nice immersive display. There is going to be a hinge, but it's not going to be a hinge that is very noticeable like the second one, as if this is going to be a rollable type of fold, this looks to be more of a flexible OLED display. Taking a look further, even though this is not the real deal, this is not, like I said, this is not going to be 100% because we have another image on the website showing that it will have a tablet on the inside and on the outside will be a smartphone, but that one to me doesn't feel real, so that's why I'm trying to urge you guys not to take these very seriously and just try to keep these under the profile. But the one you should look at is the one that I'm talking about, this version. This might be the closest we get to something that looks along the lines because it takes that flexible tablet display and kind of utilizes it a lot better. It does seem like Samsung is going in the route of making a three-piece foldable where it'll roll out like kind of like a scroll. But I don't want to hype you up. I don't want you to feel misled. So just take this story with a grain of salt. Definitely go in with low expectations because as the months are going, we're going to get more and more build-ups. So I just wanted to talk about it to introduce you guys and then we'll cover it from there. So make sure you follow me as I will continue to cover these stories as the months go by. So now we've talked about that, let's talk about the Apple CarPlay. Story number two, let's talk about the Apple CarPlay. Now, last week, everybody was running about Apple's new car. Everybody was talking about it, and pretty much the entire world blew up, and the stocks even blew up for it. Well, Ming-Chi Kuo has hit back at all these reports and says that the market is too bullyish. Basically, there's a lot of vehicles on the market, and Apple coming in right away would not make sense, and also the project is really in its early developments. So Kuo predicts that it could be 2028 or later. Now listen, I agree with Kuo. The project is going to take a while because first of all, Apple has to assess the market. They have to get the technology right. They have to basically play the field. And truthfully speaking, Apple right now in the market is not really hitting too well. Sure, the AirPod Maxes are doing well, but let's take a look at Apple's track record for just a second. So Apple wants to introduce the new HomeKit with the HomePod, the original HomePod. They priced it at $350. But at the time frame, People were buying speakers for $99, $100, $150 max. Apple priced it out of the park and they missed who they were marketing this for. 3 years later, however, or 2 years later, they then decide to make the HomePod Mini, which is right where it should be. But it took Apple a full 2 years to get this right. Now you look at the AirPod Maxes, while they are selling out, their expected dates are starting to drop and are actually coming sooner because there is a less demand for it. While it is going to sell for $550, these are not very common headphones. They have to understand the market, they have to target this right, and they have to reach the approach of the average consumer, which is why they'll probably do a cheaper version in later 2021. So my point is this, Quo is absolutely right when he says that the market is too bullish, because if Apple was to go in this, they're gonna get hammered. They're not gonna beat Tesla, they're not gonna beat Toyota or anybody. So it's important to play the field, study the field, embrace when the time is right, and when the market has finally made it to the EV, where we can finally go electric, then you pull the trigger and then you perfect it. So I'm cool with Apple waiting, and I think that's the smart tactic to do. And last story, let's talk about the Xiaomi joining Samsung with the charger. Now, as you know, smartphones are in the phases of following Apple these days. With whatever Apple does, they're gonna do. Samsung was the biggest hypocrite of them all, but it looks like we're gonna get another hypocrite in there, because according to Mac Rumors, Xiaomi is expected to join Samsung in removing the charging brick from the box. Now again, let's just remind you that both of these companies and many other companies have ripped into Apple for removing the charging brick and basically saying, oh, it's the basic thing to do. Well, you're a bunch of hypocrites because you took the charging brick away and now you're gonna be looked at as morons. So I don't have to say much about this, but all I've got to say is this: to Xiaomi and Samsung, to every smartphone company that's going to follow, you're the reason why we can never have good things. You are the reason. It's bad enough Apple has to do it, but the fact that you want to follow in their footsteps to push your accessories just shows you're not that far off from Apple. So to answer this segment and kind of end this story out, I'm gonna let this dude do it for me, and this is pretty much what I feel about the whole situation with Xiaomi and Samsung. Roll it. And that's for today's episode of Technoid. Now guys, really hope you enjoyed this episode. Very short, quick to the point. I really hope it was worth your watch. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button. If you disliked the video, hit the dislike button. That helps circulate my views as well. As always, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Take care, everyone, and peace!